There seems to be within man a universal musical code, as if it is a higher language written into the very fabric of our DNA. Certain tones and frequencies evoke specific feelings and emotions within human beings. Is it possible that there are other beings in space who respond to this same universal symphonic language? Joh Shepherd of Kewadin, Michigan, believes it's possible. He has broadcasted musical signals out into space for decades, attempting to communicate with advanced intelligences. So, John, where did this all begin?
It began in my early years and my fascination with electricity and the unknown, for the unknown is a mystery to be solved. I always kind of considered myself an explorer. I'd be looking for deeper meanings in things and why they are what they are.
There's no doubt that John has a fascination with extraterrestrials.
The thing about ETs for me is I feel like there's an incredible knowledge base out there. Why, shouldn't we communicate with them? Why shouldn't we study them? Why shouldn't they share ideas with us or us with them? We could advance so fast, so far.
John's electronic projects started growing more and more. As they started to take over his grandparents' home, they encouraged John in his endeavors.
One of the things that we did was I set up a 150-watt vertical marker beacon transmitter. We called it for short VMB. And the device was designed to send out binary tone codes, 16 different notes that were adjustable, and they would run 24 hours a day, these tones, and they'd be sent out electronically on the ULF band into the ionosphere to try to home these extraterrestrial devices or beings in. Then there was this one interesting incident between Shish Mountain and Shanty Creek near a power substation that fed power to these two resorts. Guy driving his pickup truck down the hill, and when he got partway down that hill, his truck stopped immediately, stalled out, the power went out, his lights, everything. And he described what he thought was an object like a spherical object with a ring around it, like Saturn, a planet. He might have been there 3 or 4 minutes. He looked up and it was just began to lift up and fly away. And when it did, he was able to restart the truck. That's from the Sheriff's Department interview or description that I actually heard and saw the written notes on.
With the help of his grandparents, John had developed a completely new studio. The studio was 42 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 2 stories high.
I built this huge project, a research facility, and we called it Project Strat, Special Telemetry Research and Tracking. That was the acronym for the operation as a whole. And it included the transmitting of music, it included the searching and detection of unidentified aerial phenomena, and it involved all that kind of thing, as well as connecting with people who have maybe seen unidentified flying objects and discussing it and writing it down, making notes, recording these reports. So it was kind of an all-in effort to try to evaluate this phenomena that kept coming into our space, into our time.
John had started gaining attention from many news outlets.
People who were in the news business or in newspapers or what have you, the media, became interested because one would tell a story and the media would pick up on it. So there'd be this little flurry of activity. Then what got interesting is later on, when all this was kind of circulating in the national stage, I even got to appear on Joan Rivers, which was kind of fun. And there were numerous other things, documentaries, and now of course this Netflix thing, and many things in between. I can't even remember them all.
It is recommended that you watch the Netflix original documentary entitled John Was Trying to Contact Aliens, directed by Matthew Killip. There you will learn much more about John's personal life.
And this is Project Strat Station 1, which is broadcasting to you from beautiful northwestern Michigan. And closing out our program tonight is a little music from Stephen Halpern. He's titled Black Rock. One of the things I'm working on now is we're setting up a studio here. Well, I've had a studio most of my life of one form or another, but this is more of the kind of studio you would broadcast programming from, music programs, kind of like we did at Project Strat, or Station 1. But now we're doing it in the form of podcasts. That's what we're just getting into. I'm also recording a bunch of music productions from my own works. So I'm combining these ideas as well as playlists from other musicians and artists who do similar things. So music is a great medium for expressing that, sharing that, opening that realm up to the mind, to the intellect. Music is a key, and so is sound.
Joh Shepherd continues on his pursuit of the unknown. I had a fascinating time visiting John in his studio. His love for music, sound, and the unexplained resonates soundly with all of us.